Welcome to the final chapter of our journey. We have spent 11 episodes dissecting the mechanics of the world around us, looking at the gears and the levers that seem to dictate the flow of a modern life. But today, in episode 12, we move beyond the mechanics and into the source. This is the dissolving of the illusion. You have likely spent a great deal of time thinking that the barriers in your life are made of brick and mortar, or perhaps signed contracts and digital ledgers. You might have felt that the system was a giant external machine that you had to fight against. But the most profound truth I can offer you as we close this series is that the human illusion dissolves the moment you simply stop feeding it. This dissolution does not require a grand rebellion. It does not require you to take to the streets with anger or to lose your voice in an endless argument with the shadows. In fact, those things only feed the illusion. Anger is a form of participation. Rebellion is just another way of acknowledging the power of the frame. Instead, the illusion fades through the simple, quiet application of awareness. We have to recognize that the system is not actually external. It is an internal architecture. It lives in your belief systems, it breathes through your fears, it repeats itself in your habits, and it sustains itself through your daily participation. For years, you have been taught to look outward for the source of your constraints, but the frame is actually projected from within. Once your belief shifts, the entire landscape changes. The walls do not fall down because they were never actually solid to begin with. They simply cease to be perceived as obstacles. When your fear finally quiets down, clarity returns like a tide coming back to the shore. You start to see that the monsters in the dark were just furniture you had forgotten the shape of. You realize that the urgency you felt to comply, to compete, and to struggle was a frequency you were tuning into, not a law of nature. Once your participation stops, the system effectively ends for you. You don't have to break the machine, you just have to stop being a part in it. Think about a dream you have had that felt absolutely real while you were in it. You felt the cold, you felt the chase, you felt the high stakes of a situation that did not exist. The moment you woke up, you didn't have to fight the dream monster to be safe. You didn't have to solve the dream's problems to be free. You just had to realize it was a dream. Awareness is that awakening. It is the quiet realization that the pressure you feel to become something you are not is an optional weight. We began this entire series with the goal of stepping outside the frame of conventional reality. We wanted to see the edges of the box, but as we reach this conclusion, we arrive at the most vital understanding of all. The frame was never real. The boundaries were a suggestion you accepted as fact. As you move forward from this moment, do not look for a new system to join or a new set of rules to follow. Simply carry the awareness that the light creating the shadow is yours to control. The illusion is over because you have chosen to see through it. The unveiling is complete, not because the world changed, but because you finally saw it for what it truly is.